Hola, my sixth grade friends. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I hope that you've been setting and achieving some goals lately. Today we're going to do both of our lessons in one video. So today we're going to do both our One Crazy Summer work and our vocabulary work. We're going to start with One Crazy Summer. Today we are going to be reading the last chapter of this amazing book, and then I'm going to be giving you your classwork challenge. You have until Monday, April 6th to complete all of the comprehension questions for One Crazy Summer, either online, which is my preference, or using your papers in your binder and then turning those in to Miss LaRue. Again, that is due Monday, April 6th. Right now, please go ahead and open up to page 211 so that we can finish our book. Yesterday, we learned about Cecile's life. We got questions answered that we'd been curious about since we started reading. We learned that she had some really unfortunate things happen in her life, and that when she was Delphine's age, she basically became homeless and responsible for herself. We learned a lot about the day that Fern was born. We learned so many different things, and I think it answered a lot of our questions. Today, we're going to read these last few pages. Page 211, this chapter is called Afua. And Yamir, what does that word mean? That's right. That is what Cecile wanted to name Fern. Delphine, Vanetta, and Fern, get up out of that bed. Come on, y'all. It's time to go. No one wanted to get out of bed. No one wanted to go. But Cecile stood in the doorway and called us one more time. Fern was the first one to spring up. Hey, that's my name. Our mother said my name. Cecile rolled her eyes and left the room. Fern was a regular jumping bean. She said my name. She said my name. Vanetta couldn't take another excited minute of Fern jumping on the upper mattress. Big deal. She said my name too. Big deal to me, Fern said. She always says Delphine. She always says Vanetta. Today she said Fern, Fern, Fern. She jumped in between each fern. Fern, not little girl. Vanetta flung her pillow at Fern, but Fern wouldn't be quieted. I said, that's not your real name, the one she gave you. Is too, is not. We kept it up, Vanetta and I on the same side, for a change. Is too. Then I broke it by saying, your name is Afua. I wasn't known for joking. That sobered them up as much as Fern's name, which they both mouthed, Afua. Take that back, Delphine, Fern said. My name's not Afua, it's Fern. Vanetta pointed at her. Ah ha ha, Afua, fooey chop suey, little fooey all over my shoey. Fern turned red. This was the part where I was supposed to shut Vanetta up and take Fern's side. Instead, I said, get used to it. Your name is Afua, as in Delphine, Vanetta, and Afua. Fern balled her fingers into a fist and punched me in the stomach. Her hand was so little. I didn't say ow to give her the satisfaction of knowing that she caused me pain. I just said, go brush your teeth, Afua. Later, Cecile said, why did you tell her that? If I wanted her to know her name, I would have told her. I couldn't tell if Cecile was really annoyed or if she was just fussing. I decided she was fussing and that I couldn't go through life afraid of what my mother might do next. I shrugged and I ate my cereal. Delphine, Vanetta, Afua, and Zilla. Some names made up, some not. Did it matter what they really meant or where Cecile got them from, as long as she gave them to us and to herself? We spent the bus ride and the $2 taxi ride to the airport making fun of Afua. Once Cecile said, cut it out, that was the end of us teasing Fern outright. Still, Vanetta and my constant smirks erupted into snickers. Fern stayed mad. When we got to the airport, Cecile called Papa collect. She turned her back to us and spoke to Pa for more than 15 minutes. Big Ma wouldn't be happy about the cost of the collect call, but I doubted Papa minded. While we waited for Cecile to finish speaking with Pa, A white man came by and said how cute my sisters and I were in our matching outfits. He said he had film left over from his sightseeing trip, and he wanted to use the last of it to take a picture of us. "Pretty girls, smile pretty," he said. I could tell that he was a nice man, but Cecile put a stop to it while Vanetta adjusted her headband, already posing for the cover of Jet. Cecile stood in front of us and said, "They're not monkeys on display." The nice man tried to apologize, but Cecile wouldn't hear it. "How'd you like it if some strange man came snapping pictures of your daughters?" I felt bad for him, but I knew Cecile had to step in. Any mother would have done at least that. We sat in our comfy waiting room seats without talking for almost half an hour. The hands on the big clock moved slowly. Fern nodded merrily like she was answering herself or singing, kind of like Cecile tapping out beats with her pencil. Vanetta fiddled with her hairband or twirled her longest braid around her finger. I followed the janitor, pushing his dry mop along the floor as people carrying travel bags danced around him or found seats. I stopped glancing up at the big clock or down at my Timex. I didn't have to. The queasiness churning inside of me told me that it was time to go. And then the boarding announcement was made over the loudspeaker. She said, "Go on," and we went. I expected Cecile to walk away, to cut through the terminal in man-sized strides as soon as we got up and stood in that line. When I turned to see if she had gone, she was standing only a few feet away, looking straight at me. It was a strange, wonderful feeling to discover eyes upon you when you expected no one to notice you at all. I smiled a little and faced front to find something to do with myself. Vanetta and Fern both held onto their own tickets. I reached to take Fern's ticket, afraid that she would crush it the way she was holding it. She felt me reaching and she pulled her hand away. We moved closer to the front of the line near the ticket taker. Fern balled both hands, banging her fists at her sides. Her ticket was now completely crumpled. Maybe she was afraid of the airplane ride and getting knocked around by those clouds. Maybe she didn't know what to do with her hands without Miss Pattycake. Or she could have still been mad about all that Afua teasing. My first move was to comfort her. I went to reach out to Fern, but she bolted from the line. She ran, and she jumped on top of Cecile. Vanetta and I didn't hesitate. We broke off from the line and ran over to hug our mother and to let her hug us. How do you fly 3,000 miles to meet the mother you hadn't seen since you needed her milk, needed to be picked up, or were 4 going on 5, and not throw your arms around her, whether she wanted you to or not? Neither Vanetta, Fern, nor I could answer that one. We weren't about to leave Oakland without getting what we'd come for. It only took Fern to know that we needed a hug from our mother. The end. Guys, congratulations. High five. We just finished another book and it was wonderful. After you finish this video, you're going to go and answer those questions for Afua. And remember, I need all of the worksheets finished and turned in either on the Google Classroom or to Miss LaRue by Monday. Briefly, let's look at vocab together, and then you guys can go on with your day. You should be doing 60 minutes of ELA a day, as well as your other classes, so please make sure you are. Your assignment yesterday was to do page 141, 1 through 15. I'm going to give you the correct answers now. If you need to pause the video real quick to go get your book, go ahead and do that and press play when you're ready. 141, number 1, dogged. Number 2, replenish. Number 3, burly. Number 4, dumbfounded. Number 5, rent. Number 6, alias. Number 7, extinct. Number 8, parody. Number 9, inevitable. Number 10, amble. Number 11, skimp. Number 12, distorted. Number 13, ingrained. Number 14, relics. And number 15, rummage. Your assignment today for vocab is page 142, numbers 16 through 25. Remember, 60 minutes or more of ELA East work a day, and please complete my survey that's on the Google Classroom. I love you guys. I miss you. I miss you. Thank you, Yamir, for the kind messages on Jupiter. And guys, I will talk to you soon. Jonathan, say hi to your family. Dominic, say hi to your dad. Sana, you're a rock star. I see you. Thank you for all your participation. Jalen, thank you for doing the survey, man. You're killing it. I'll see y'all soon, and have a good rest of your day.